Okay, in 3, 2, 1, go!
Yes, hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Max Kelly. Now in today's video, we have an epic one-on-one shootout for first place with the man on the right-hand side of your screen now. This is Ben Price, and Ben is an old teammate of mine, and today we are fighting it out all the way until the very end for first place. Now let me take you on this journey because it is full of ups and downs, but to start with, let me explain to you. Ben has chosen to wear his super shoes today, a pair of Nike Vaporfly 2s, and I am wearing my cross-country spikes. Now the reason why I tell you that is because we both take slightly different routes today at this park run. Ben opts for the paths, whereas me in my spikes, well, you'll see in a second, I take the grassier route. Now the ground is frozen today, but this does make an absolute spectacle because Ben takes one route and I take a slightly different route. Who is going to come out on top? Well, stay tuned because you will find out. So welcome on board everybody. Now this is the King George V parkrun, and as you can see it is predominantly on grass. This is parkrun number 240 for this location, and as I mentioned a moment ago, Ben and I take slightly different routes, and no, we don't go separate ways, but you will see there are various sections of this parkrun that has paths and various sections that is grass. Now I, being in spikes, I have to take the grassier routes, and at times it makes me quicker and at times it makes me a lot slower, so it makes for a little bit of a cat and mouse situation. Now, let me introduce you properly to the man you can see on the screen now. This is Ben Price. Ben Price is a 44-year-old superhuman being. He's ran 14:41 in the 5,000 meters over the last couple of years. He is in serious shape. He ran multiple sub-15s last season. He's got me covered over that distance. But ladies and gentlemen, get your violins out because Ben has informed me before the start of this that he has been returning from an injury, so we need to cut him a little bit of a slack. Maybe that's the advantage I need to finally finish in front of him. But in all seriousness though, we absolutely love Ben. Really, really top bloke. Now, where we are today then, this is the King George V playing fields here in Cheltenham. This is a 3-lapped course. As you can see, it's predominantly on grass. Now, today's grass was completely frozen, so the option of wearing spikes was a little bit of a gamble, but it didn't feel too bad in the earlier stages. Now, as always, I want to say a massive thank you to everyone that's volunteered today. Superbly organised, and everybody was so friendly. I know Parkrun is a really, really friendly place, but today it felt even friendlier than normal. So thank you to all the marshals. They're on screen now. A big shout out because without the marshals, Parkrun just simply wouldn't happen. Alright, so it's these sections on the course where I'm really having to work a lot harder than Ben is, because when he's on that tarmac section, he can pick the pace up and I just have to hang in there. I don't want to let him get too far away from me. Now, the first K, we completed that in a 3:14, which in cross-country spikes, that's pretty tasty. But as you can see now, there are twists and turns and there are some very short, sharp inclines coming up. And I think this is where wearing cross-country spikes will pay dividend, because it is quite slippy to get up these slopes without spikes in it. Now, the flat open sections where Ben is on the tarmac, this is where I have to work harder just to hold on to him. But when you go up these short, sharp inclines, as you can see here, and there are a few, this is where I can really capitalise on the spikes and the footwear, because me really just gripping into that slope allows me to get closer to Ben, and then I can just sit behind him and allow him to do as much work as possible. So with 2025 coming to an end, I wanted to take a bit of a deep dive into the numbers behind my training this year, and what a year it's been. PBs in the 10, in the 5, in the half marathon. It's been superb. But the Coros Wrapped, kind of a little bit like the Spotify do, you know, where it tells you who you're most listened to, the minutes that you've been listening to certain artists, etc. Coros have done their own one. My year overview looks a little bit like this. So the total distance, well, I've ran 4,548 kilometers this year. I've done 346 hours worth of exercise. And those 446 hours worth of exercise, they came in the shape of 440 different individual runs. And in those runs, I gained a total amount of elevation of 27,517. So that was my Coros Wrapped from 2025. Now, talking of Coros, you can see on screen now all the metrics, all the information you can see, that's supplied directly from my Coros watch. So I'm using the Coros Pace 4, and in between batteries, it lasts just over 2 weeks. It's so good. If you do want to get one, I've got a link in the description down below. You can also get a free spare wristband. All you need to do is add the wristband additionally into any Coros watch into your basket as well. So you need the watch and the wristband, and then you use my code, which is on screen now, and you get that for free. Honestly, they're so good. Alright, so as we are nearing the second kilometre, I'm still just allowing Ben just to do his thing, and I'm sitting in behind as he does a lot of the work. Now, as I mentioned earlier, it was -2 at the start of this one. Absolutely freezing. I mean, literally freezing. The ground underfoot was really rock solid, but I'm still not regretting the choice of footwear. It feels to me at this stage that it's been the right choice. Now, I do have a cross-country race next weekend in Worcester, so this, if anything, is really good prep. Before the session today, we did 3 by 90 seconds as well, and we were choosing to do this park run as a bit of cross-country practice for next weekend, but really, I just want to beat Ben. That's to be brutally honest with you. He knows it, I know it as well. So we now choose to put the foot down and try and get a bit of distance into me and Ben. Let's see how he returns. Now that was done in a 3:20. Now, as you can probably already see from this park run, this is not a PB course. In fact, I was here when the course record went down some while ago from Dom James. Now, if you remember Dom James, he was in the Christmas Day Park Run special. He ran this, I believe, in just over 16 seconds. So he is capable of running 14 low for 5K. So that kind of gives you some context of the course. It is undulating, it's up and down. There's quite a drop from the top part of KG5 to the bottom part of KG5 where we are now. So I can almost categorically say at this point we will not be getting a Parkrun PB, but that is to be expected. Nonetheless, the effort is still matched than what I would be doing at somewhere like Cardiff, where it was absolutely rapid, like Worcester that was very fast, or even at Oxfordshire, where, do you remember we saw that course record absolutely annihilated by Angus? He absolutely tore that to shreds, that course. 14:30 odd or something, stupidly quick. Alright then, let's go through some of my goals for 2026 as we turn the left-hand side, and Ben will now take the path and I will take the grass. So this year, once and for all, I want to finally break 15 minutes for the 5K. We came oh so close last year. I sound like a broken record, but 15 minutes, 0 seconds, or 15.09 or something stupid. So I'm pretty much in the shape to do it. I just need to find the perfect location. I like doing it on the track. I'm not as quick on the road, so maybe we're going to do it at possibly Comeback 5,000 as we did last spring. Now, in the half marathon, I want to run 68 something, and I've got the Brighton half marathon to do it. And then later in the year, we might look at an autumn one as well. Now, looking further ahead, I've been speaking with a few of my friends on a few longer runs recently. We're looking at a possible marathon in the future. Now, I turn 30 this summer, so who knows, as my 30th birthday, I will look to do a marathon at some point. Don't get me wrong, I want to do Valencia, but I think my first marathon will most likely be London in 2027. So between now and then, I need to gain a qualifying time, which I believe you can obtain through the half marathon. And I think you need to run 1 hour 11:30 to gain championship entry. Now, with my Barcelona half marathon time, that would have qualified me for the year just gone, but of course you can't roll that over. So I now need to run a time during this window for the 2027 London Marathon. Let me know down below in the comments if you think the London Marathon should be my debut marathon, or if you think I should be doing it somewhere else. Alright, that's the 3rd kilometre done, and that was a 3:24. So a touch off pace, but that's kind of to be expected for the 3rd and 4th kilometres. We know there's a little bit of climbing in these ones as well. As you can see, Ben there just struggling to get up the hill, and that's where the spikes take over. But the 3rd K, that was a 3:24. Okay, you've seen in my last 2 videos, I've been speaking about the electrolytes that I've been using before and after my running, and I've continued to use that now for nearly an entire month. So I've been using Invigorate's new electrolytes, and I've been using the berry flavour. It tastes fantastic. I'm always nervous to share things about nutrition on my channel, but I've complete confidence and faith in this company. So these electrolytes are pretty healthy for as electrolytes go. They don't have any additives or fillers like you might find in other companies, so that was a massive win for me. Now, I've been using this around 60 to 90 minutes before my runs and immediately after my hard session and longer runs. So after this one, I'll go straight to my Invigorate, have it straight away. Now, Joe and his cousin, they run this local business, and they are offering 25% off all of orders using the code you can see on screen now. And no, I'm not getting commission from this. I'm quite simple when it comes to nutrition, so at the moment I'm using electrolytes. I've also been using bicarb for the last 12 months as well. I use the fly carb bicarb. I haven't used that for today's run, and I'm considering for this year using caffeine. Now, I did quite a lot of research and I wrote my dissertation on caffeine and the effects on endurance performance. Now, it is well documented that it is incredibly successful in endurance athletes. Now, the issue I've got with caffeine, however, is I do think sometimes it plays a little bit of havoc on my stomach, so I've got some experimenting to do. But for today's run, we were just on the electrolytes, and as mentioned, the discount code will get you 25% off. Alright, it is now business time. We are less than a mile from the finish line, and I've decided to take the lead. That's very good of you, Max, because you've been so lazy all this park run and you've let Ben do all the work. But Ben will, I'm sure, return because he is now on the path and you're on the grass, which, as we know, is a lot slower. Now, this YouTube channel has very kindly gained a few new subscribers over the last month. We've had a few really good videos that have done alright on YouTube. So I just want to say, if there's somewhere you want me to go do a park run, let me know down below in the comments. I've got a busy couple of weeks coming up in terms of boring races, like a 10k and a 10 mile. God, that's boring. But if there is somewhere you'd like me to go in the future, please leave a comment down below and I will look into it. The responses on the last 2 videos have been phenomenal. I've tried to reply to as many people as possible. Some seriously good suggestions. So many. Keep them coming in. Thank you so much, honestly, for letting me know where you think I should do it. I absolutely love Parkrun community and for what they do. My dad absolutely loves it. Vic, she loves it as well. So keep them coming. Now, back to the action. The 4th we did that in a 3:19. And with 1k to go, we both know we've got a couple of twists, a couple of turns, a couple of short, sharp inclines. And then it is the battle of the egos, because none of us want to finish in 2nd place. Now, before we get to the very end, if you could do me a massive favour, I probably should have chucked this in at the start of the video when some people are actually still watching, but if you could hit that subscribe button, you would be doing me a huge favour. I am on a mission to hit 10,000 subscribers. Blimey, that is a lot of people. If you could do that, that would be doing me a massive favour. We are getting closer and closer each and every single day. I think we're about 8,300 at the moment. So if you can hit that subscribe button, well, I absolutely love you. Thank you. Alright, this really is the business end of the parkrun here, and it's for the very last time I'm going to have to endure Ben getting to use the tarmac and me on the grass. Now, what we do have here is a very short, sharp incline, so I can cancel out some of that advantage, and do I choose to take the lead? Not quite here. Now, Ben and I both have quite similar kicks in the fact that we are both out-kicked in almost every single track race that we probably ever do. So, who takes the initiative here and goes early? Well, that could be the decider of who wins this part. So this is it, 500 meters to go. We've got a left-hand turn and then a right-hand short, sharp incline. From there, it is 400 meters to the finish line. I am going to shut up and let the music and the pictures on screen now do the talking. As always, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Sorry. Well done. I just knew it, yeah. Ben, thank you.
Thank you. Oh, that hurt.
Yeah.
That hurt a lot.
I haven't used my hands. They're so cold.
I tried to go steady.